Today we're going on a backyard bug adventure. Ever notice those tiny creatures buzzing, crawling, and fluttering around your garden? They're called insects or bugs. These fascinating little animals have 6 legs, 3 body parts, and a hard outer shell called an exoskeleton. They can also have cool features like wings and antennae. But what kind of bugs might you find chilling in your backyard? Hold on, because we're about to meet 10 fascinating ones. Number 10, butterfly. These beauties are famous for their colorful wings, which are actually made of tiny scales. They use them to flit from flower to flower, sipping up sweet nectar. Did you know they don't fly in straight lines? It's more of a flutter, hence the name flutter for a group of butterflies. Butterflies are an important part of the ecosystem. They help to pollinate plants, which is essential for plant reproduction. They are also a food source for birds and other animals. Number 9, moth. Next, let's meet the moth. Moths might look similar to butterflies, but they have some key differences. Moths tend to be less colorful and smaller than butterflies, except for the occasional giant moth. Whoa! Unlike butterflies, they're usually active at night, and when they rest, they spread their wings out flat. Butterflies, on the other hand, fold their wings together above their bodies. Still confused? Check out their antennae. Moths usually have feathery ones, while butterflies have straight antennae with a little bump at the end. Number 8, caterpillar. But before a butterfly or moth takes flight, they start out as something else entirely, a caterpillar. These munching machines aren't actually a separate species, but a stage in the life cycle of butterflies and moths. They spend their days eating leaves and growing bigger. As they get too big for their skin, they shed it in a process called molting. Finally, when they're nice and plump, they build a cozy cocoon, moths, or chrysalis, butterflies, and transform into the winged beauties we know and love. Number 7, bees. Now let's buzz on over to the bees. These busybodies live in hives and work together to make one of our favorite treats, honey. A single hive can have up to 80,000 bees, with a queen bee leading the charge. Worker bees collect pollen and nectar from flowers, bringing it back to the hive to feed the queen, other workers, and baby bees called larvae. They even make honey by storing and processing nectar, then drying it out with their wings. When a worker bee finds a new food source, they do a special waggle dance to tell the other bees. Number 6, ladybugs. Speaking of helping your garden, ladybugs are your friends. Ladybugs, also known as ladybirds or lady beetles, are a group of small beetles belonging to the family Coccinellidae. They are widely recognized for their bright colors, typically red or orange with black spots, although some species can be yellow, brown, or even black. These little red beetles with spots are actually named after a time when farmers called them beetles of Our Lady because they ate harmful insects like aphids and mites that threatened their crops. Ladybugs are welcome guests in any garden. They are also seen as symbols of good luck in many cultures. Number 5, mantis. Another helpful garden visitor is the praying mantis. This fascinating insect gets its name because its front legs fold together in a way that looks like they're praying. This stealthy predator ambushes prey with lightning speed. Perfectly camouflaged among leaves, it waits patiently for an unsuspecting insect. Then, in a blink, its spiny limbs snatch the victim, making it a top insect predator. But that's not all. These masters of disguise can even change their body color to perfectly match their surroundings, becoming invisible to their prey. This allows them to blend in with leaves, flowers, or even bark, depending on where they're hunting. Number 4, ants. Just like bees, ants live in colonies with a queen ant at the helm. They build impressive ant hills with complex underground tunnels. Worker ants gather food, care for the young, and even act as soldiers if the colony is threatened. They communicate through a chemical GPS system called pheromones and come in over 10,000 diverse species, playing a crucial role in the environment. These tiny creatures can carry up to 20 times their own body weight, which is like a human lifting a car. Pretty amazing, right? Number 3, fireflies. Now we head into the night with fireflies. These aren't actually flies, but beetles. They're famous for their ability to glow, and even their eggs light up. This glowing light, called bioluminescence, fireflies use their light to communicate with each other. The patterns of flashing light can vary depending on the species, but they are often used to attract mates or warn off predators. The light produced by fireflies is caused by a chemical reaction between luciferin, a light-emitting compound, and the enzyme luciferase. This reaction produces energy in the form of light. Number 2, crickets. Another nighttime visitor is the crickets. You might hear their chirping serenades at night, but only the males chirp to attract a mate. The faster they chirp, the warmer it is. Crickets are omnivores, meaning they eat both plants and animals. They're not the same as grasshoppers, though. Crickets have long antennae while grasshoppers have short ones, and crickets chirp with their wings while grasshoppers use their legs. Number 1, mosquito. Finally, we have the mosquito. While these buzzing bugs can be annoying, they play a role in the ecosystem. With over 3,500 buzzing species worldwide, mosquitoes are tiny terrors known for their itchy bites and disease transmission. These slender-bodied insects, active in warm and humid areas, target female mammals for blood meals needed for egg production. While males feed on nectar, females can spread diseases like malaria and dengue through their bites, posing a significant health threat. So there you have it, 10 amazing backyard bugs to keep an eye out for. Have you seen any of these fascinating creatures in your backyard? Maybe you've even learned to appreciate some of the helpful ones like ladybugs and bees. Remember, even the smallest creatures play an important role in our world. So next time you see a bug, don't swat it away. Take a moment to observe it and learn something new about the amazing world around you. Who knows? You might just discover a new favorite backyard buddy. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and leave a comment below letting me know which bug you find the most interesting. And don't forget to subscribe for more nature adventures.